Hello, welcome back to Drunk and Disorderly. It's a new week. That's pretty much all I got to say about today. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
It's Tuesday, guys, and here we are. So I've been having an okay week so far. So far, so good.
I mean, it's been a week.
Yeah, just a typical boring ass week. I'm ready for some summer excitement for sure. So we were going to talk a little bit tonight about what happened. How many years ago was this Kent State
Oh God,
incident?
forever ago.
Okay.
Hang on.
I'll look it up real quick. You can start telling the folks because I really don't know much about it other than the cops shot some students. There was a protest about Vietnam.
Yeah, so it was an anti-war protest, and they shot many students. 4 dead, many wounded.
1970.
Because the students were exercising their right to free speech and their right to assemble. And heaven forbid we should speak up against a tyrannical fucking government, especially a war-hawking one, right?
Right. How dare they say anything against the government killing people?
Who the fuck did they think they were? Citizens or something? So, I mean, we've seen all kinds of police brutality, police overreach, all kinds of abuse from LEOs, right? This is not new.
No, but people need to remember the big things like this that happen. I mean, police went onto a campus, a university campus, and shot students. That's crazy when you think about it.
Opened fire. These students were not armed, right? This wasn't, they weren't out there open carrying. It wasn't an open carry sword march. It was an anti-war protest involving kids. Fucking kids.
That's really sad. Yeah, I just looked it up. It says it was 1970.
Yeah, these are kids who didn't want to get drafted, who didn't want to be conscripted, forced into slavery, because that's what conscription is. And I don't want to hear the shit about, well, they pay you in the army. Sharecroppers got paid too. It's bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of people get paid. It doesn't mean that what they're doing is right.
It's bullshit. Police have been murdering American citizens unjustly for my entire lifetime, for your entire lifetime, and before. And until we end qualified immunity, that doesn't stop.
I agree. We need to get rid of that. That'd be a great step forward.
So, like, I know today it's May 4th, right? May the 4th be with you. And all the memes, and it's fun, and people are having a great time with it. It's also the anniversary of the Kent State Massacre. And I think it's really fucking important that we remember that.
Absolutely.
Like, have fun, but remember that police murdered college kids on today in history, 1970. It's a thing that happened. And it's a thing that we will probably see happen again.
I'm sure. Yeah, now I can see your video is a little off with your audio, but at least we can hear you clearly. You're not garbled at all. So everything you're saying is coming right on through.
Yeah, like I look like I'm a poorly synced kung fu movie right now.
Kung fu movie. Oh yeah, duh.
It's the internet.
It's the internet.
Had a horrible storms last night. What was your weather like last night?
It was fine, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, man. I had like quarter-sized hail, pieces of the house coming off, and yeah, it was freaky.
Oh my God, tornadoes already?
More in southeastern Oklahoma. Yeah, they were under tornado watch.
Oh, great.
So get ready.
Yep. Every year. I gotta love living in Tornado Alley.
In the spring. Yeah, fuck that. I'm over it. Guys, I wish we had a lot for you tonight. We don't. This has been one of those fucking weird weeks. It has. It's been a weird week.
it's just been blah, not a lot going on, not a lot to well, we could talk about, like, I didn't see it personally, any of the statements that Biden's put out, but I got some snippets on my way to work, and oh God, if he could string together 2 sentences, he might be scary.
I wish we could just get one. Can we just get one coherent sentence?
Yeah, because he stops in the middle and like takes a left turn, and he was talking about the deficit, and then he's talking about the grass or something, and you're like, what is happening in your head?
Well, look, if you don't understand the deficit and you're being asked a question about the deficit, you deflect and take them down a different rabbit hole, right?
Let's talk about mowing the grass. And then his leg hair. I don't know. Fuck.
Like somehow in his mind, grass and leg hair are probably connected, like by imagery in his mind. Clearly, his leg hair looks like fescue.
Oh God, I don't even know what that is. Is that some kind of grass?
Yes, ma'am. It is. It is, Dre. Yes.
So everybody saw the thing about banning menthols, but then I saw something today about banning fucking wraps, the blunt wrappers. Like, are you fucking kidding?
No. Flavored cigarillos, right? So Swisher Sweets, you can't have them if they're flavored, because over half the country, marijuana is illegal, but maybe if he bans these, we'll quit smoking. I'm not gonna tell you, fucker. There are other ways to do it.
Oh my God. And I'm sure people are just going to start making their fucking own. How hard can it be? Like, exactly. Yeah. There's other devices in which people can use to consume their cannabis products. I mean, I can name a dozen off the top of my head.
The whole deal with like non-menthols, though, that's an attack probably from the tobacco lobby on vaping. That's what it is. Watch. It's a foot in the door, right? So first we eliminate menthol cigarettes, and then we eliminate flavored cigarillos, right? The flavored cigars. Then it's going to be like my vape, anything fruity. They're going to go, and then they're going to go.
Already have. In several states, you cannot get fruity flavored juice.
Right.
Because, the kids, because we don't have fruit flavored vodka or anything like that.
I mean, they have fruit flavored condoms.
Yeah.
Maybe what the fuck?
Yeah, because adults don't like fruit.
Like, planning shit doesn't create a black market, right? Because prohibition worked so well in the Garden of Eden that we should continue trying it now.
Over and over and over, yeah.
It doesn't even work when God tried it. Prohibition never works. It's stupid. It doesn't work. But, I mean, on the plus side, for a smart, creative, talented entrepreneur, he just created a whole new black market. Like, they're saying it could take up to 2 years for the menthol ban to go in to take effect. So that means a bunch of us have 2 years to stock up on menthol cigarettes.
Or learn something that tastes exactly like it, but call it something else.
Spearmint.
Oh, God.
It's just stupid.
So did he say exactly why the ban?
Well, I mean, yeah. So it's the whole leading to an increase in addiction, right? And menthols are bad for you. It's all the bullshit, non-science, same crap we've been hearing forever. Remember when they used to say, "Oh, don't smoke a menthol. There's fiberglass in them."
I was just going to ask you if you used to hear that back in the 90s or whatever. I used to hear that, and it used to scare the shit out of me. But I tried one anyway. I hated it. I thought it was an awful, awful feeling and taste that never went away. But I never really,
for a really long time, smoked menthols.
Oh wow!
I didn't start out smoking menthols, but I'll tell you, how I got started smoking menthols. Yeah, it is. Of course, it's a distraction, right? These are the new assault weapon is a menthol cigarette, right? It's an assault cigarette. What the fuck?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's more bigotry of low expectations because they don't know what's good or bad to put in their bodies. They can't make that decision themselves.
Only minorities smoke menthols. Talk about stereotyping. If he had tried to ban anything else that people associate with any specific racial group, what would happen?
What should be happening right now is people going insane, losing their minds on him, saying, how can you be such a fucking bigot?
I mean, what would happen if he tried to ban margaritas and tacos on Taco Tuesday? Every basic white bitch in the world would lose her shit. But because it's menthol cigarettes, it's okay. Give me a fucking break. It's not different. And I can hear the re and I can hear the SJWs going, oh, it's different. Tacos are not cigarettes. Look, obesity is the #1 killer in our country.
None of you people want to talk about that. It is.
I mean, it's fact. So, like, let's not start that shit. Yeah, it's because menthols are targeted at minorities. So, yeah, it's bullshit.
It's like they don't hear what they're saying. Oh, God.
So, like, I'm sorry, this is a stupid thing. So he targets menthol cigarettes. Here's how I started smoking menthol cigarettes. I smoked Marlboro Reds because I was a child that started smoking as a child in the 80s, and that's what you smoked, right? Marlboro Reds in a box because that's what everybody smoked. But I had a buddy, who shall remain nameless, who came into possession, potentially not legitimately, of about 300 cases of cigarettes.
Oh my God. Wow.
Right. And the only shit he couldn't move quickly were the menthols. So he gave them to me. So I didn't have to buy cigarettes for about, I don't know, a year and a half. Thank you, B. You know who you are. Thank you.
That's funny. So one time, I had gone up to Valentine, Nebraska to visit my grandparents with my parents. I brought a friend, and we were smoking. And couldn't get anybody to buy us cigarettes up there, so we stole some. We saw this little tiny pack of camels, and we're like, "Oh, those are fucking adorable." Swipe them, no filters.
Yeah.
We were 14 or so, trying so hard to smoke these. It wasn't working. But we'd take a couple drags, put it out, and be like, all right, I need another one. But yeah, I had no.
What were the skinny fucking cigarettes?
The Virginia Slims or the
super skinny Capris or something.
Capris. Oh, yep, I smoked those for a little bit too because those are just so fun to.
And they were girly, right? So a bunch of us started smoking those. I guess I would have been anybody I went to middle school with. What the fuck year were we? I don't remember. Tina Hilty, if you're watching, text me later, you bitch, and tell me what year it was. I guess freshman year, maybe 8th grade, 9th grade. We're smoking these, walking down the street, and this cop stops us because we smoked them down, so they're really short. And you guys, seriously, like the filter on those is like a swizzle.
3 or 4 toothpicks tied together. Thickness.
Right. So we're holding it like this. Starting to smoke the cigarette. And here comes this cop gonna like hassle us and want to search us because clearly we're smoking marijuana while we're walking down the street. No, motherfucker, they're cigarettes. And at the time, it was very legal for us to have them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I had many a box of cigarettes taken away by the cops prior to my 18th year.
So, see, I was in Michigan, and in Michigan, when I started smoking, you could buy cigarettes at 16.
Yeah, they weren't strict about it until I started getting a little bit older. Because I remember my mom sending me in the store when I was a little kid, and for cigarettes, and I'd come out with the wrong ones all the time, and whatever.
My mom used to send me to the gas station with a note.
And back in the 80s, that was probably A-okay. Oh, it's a note from your mommy. Oh, here's your cigarettes, little girl. Here's your change.
Yep. I was 10 and buying cigarettes for my mom with a note.
I had a friend who tried to with my mom and send me in to get cigarettes for her. I'm like, you look like you're a couple years older than me at best. And I look like I'm 10.
I got really good at forging my mom's signature.
Oh yeah, me too.
So I was a cigarette runner for the whole fucking neighborhood because everybody knew mom sent me, but it also meant everybody had to smoke Bel Airs because that's what mom smoked, and the guy at the gas station knew it.
Oh, how funny! I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, it was another menthol. So I created a whole generation, a whole group of menthol cigarette smokers. Oh, so fuck you, Joe Biden.
Yeah, fuck you, Joe Biden. Indeed.
Oh, dude, I saw a meme. Let's take another swing at Joe Biden. Nixon's well, yeah, Nixon's war on weed it's probably not going to end for still quite a long time. Would it make more sense to use cigarette tax to subsidize vaping products if you want to help people? They're both ridiculous. Well, I mean, it would if the tobacco lobby didn't have such a big dick, and it does. And that's the reality. If you follow the money on this is going to come from the tobacco lobby. And the left likes to say that they're all about this new transparency, right? And they're all about equalization. They're all about social protections, and they're not about lobbyists. And it's bullshit. It's a lie. It's always a lie. I mean, saying the left and the right feels fucking dirty to me because left and right are also lies. They don't exist. It's authoritarian or not. Yeah.
So before we start about the comments.
Oh yeah, dude. So I saw this meme that said somewhere there's a 2-year-old girl whose mother is a stripper, whose father is a crackhead, whose grandfather is the president. Fact check that shit, y'all, because it's true. Yeah.
Where's the stripper come in?
That is Biden's granddaughter. His crackhead son had a baby with a stripper.
Oh my God. You know,
like what would being a stripper? Be a stripper. I don't care. I wish I could do that shit.
But his son, talk about ew. I'm sorry. I watched a couple of those videos.
Yeah.
Only a couple minutes. Oh, I didn't see any with the underage girl, but I saw pictures. That's enough.
Yeah.
She was 13, 14. That's disgusting. And I cannot believe this piece of garbage is still free walking around.
I mean, okay, yeah, it's disgusting. But I'm trying to kind of reserve a little judgment because I don't know all the facts in the case. And I'm going to tell you that at 14 with my fake ID, I was picking up adults in bars.
No. This is a family member. This is a family member of his. So he knows
how close, right? So for all we know, she picked him up at a family reunion. I don't know.
No. This is his brother's daughter.
Oh, is it that close?
Yes.
I thought it was an extended family member.
No. His brother died. And then he immediately got with her ex or her current, or I don't know, and there is a child of his niece that he's hanging out with and doing drugs with, and they're half naked in the pictures. I don't know what else happened, but the allegations are out there, and I don't understand why there's no more interest in the alphabet from his fucking laptop. Why are they not?
You really don't understand why they aren't? Really?
I guess it's maddening. I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. It's maddening that he's it's just, oh no, that's fine. It's Biden's son. Let it go.
I mean, Brock Turner, that case happened.
Don't get me started on the Brock Turner case.
This is the reality. This is the world that we currently live in. We can bitch about it, or we can do something about it, or several somethings about it.
Oh boy, Erin's taking too big of hits. Well, that's
And in the middle of a show, I'm trying to decline a call from a telemarketer. Or at least my phone says it's a telemarketer.
My phone always says you're a telemarketer. I don't get it.
Well, if you're somebody I know who was just trying to call me and I declined your call, it's because my phone said you were a telemarketer.
And we're in the middle of something, sort of.
Depending on who it was, we might have taken the call anyway. That would have been fun.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. But the sound might have been all fucky.
I might have thought about that. Okay, so Carl's comment, like, I feel what you're reaching for, man. But really, their philosophies don't change every week. They maybe flip sides. It's kind of like Hamilton, right? Where a character gets killed off and that same actor plays another character. That's how the Republicans and the Democrats work. It's the same monster. It's the same machine. It's the same shared philosophy with a divide and conquer strategy attached to it. That's what it is. So when we say we need to market to the right or we need to market to the left, you're wrong. The right and the left do not even exist. It's a bullshit. It's a false constraint. It's illusion. All that exists is tyranny or freedom. That's it. You're either being controlled by a tyrannical government or you're not. The level of control doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's there or it isn't.
Yeah. I hear a lot of people say, I hear a lot of people say, oh, well, it's just this. Oh, well, it's just that. And look where we are over a year into this bullshit. And it's just inject some bullshit into your body. It's just give up some more freedoms. It's just a little longer. It's just while they're in school, on school property and outdoors playing sports.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. And here's the thing. I get that people are terrified of COVID, right? But you are responsible for yourself. No one else is responsible for you. And no one else has any obligation to you.
Just like every other year in history, when there's been diseases to go around and viruses like the flu that can kill a lot of people. Well, this year is no different than any other year. If you are concerned about your health, you take steps towards what you need to do to protect your health.
Right. You are your responsibility. You are not my responsibility unless I gave birth to you. And even then, it tapers off, man.
Yeah.
It just does. Well, it is ridiculous that, look, I think vaccines are good science, right? I'm a vaccine believer. Not everybody is. You get to decide for you. I'm not going to try and decide for you. But I think vaccines are good science. At the same time, there are people who don't. And they have the right to come to whatever conclusions they come to for themselves based on all of the same available information that you and I have. They have used that same information to come to a different conclusion than you and I have, as is their right.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you agree with them or not, as a mother, right, as a parent, I try to put myself in their position. How would I feel if I was being forced, literally or figuratively, because sometimes it depends, at the end of a gun, to allow adults to hold my screaming, terrified child down and inject them with poison. How aggressively outspoken would I be about that?
I'm guessing pretty much. Pretty
much. And they get to be as well. And if you don't agree with them, then go get your fucking vaccinations. But they get to decide for them, period. There was another meme I was going to send you. It was something that was clearly taken from a BDSM Facebook group or a group somewhere, social media group somewhere, right? Lifestyle group. A post made by someone who clearly associates or identifies themselves as a little. And littles are not people who, like, it's not age play. It's not like somebody's going to pretend to have sex with a 3-year-old. It doesn't go that way. It's more of a mental state. It's more of a nurturing situation, or someone who's seeking more of a nurturing situation. A lot of times they'll have stuffed animals and pacifiers, and when they're talking in lifestyle groups, it's typed out phonetically as if a child was typing it, right?
Oh.
Now, these are people who are bankers and doctors and lawyers and potentially the brain surgeon that worked on your auntie, right? That's who these people are. And I'm watching Facebook libertarians of all fucking people just trash talking somebody, kink shaming somebody because they're too stupid to know it's a kink.
Oh.
Maybe, judgy McJudgy face, figure out what the fuck you're talking about before you open your mouth.
And it was in a lifestyle group?
Yeah, it clearly came from a lifestyle group. Somebody leaked it and it went viral.
Oh, so they are probably familiar with the speak and what goes on in those groups, maybe?
Right. So talk about the individual is the smallest minority. Talk about, as libertarians, how other individuals have right to free agency. This is somebody who is doing something, engaged in activity that doesn't harm anyone. A consensual adult activity. And y'all motherfuckers are freaking the hell out. Like, seriously? We're still at war. Kids are still being thrown in cages. People are dying. And y'all are freaking out about this. Go clean up a fucking park.
I saw a really stupid meme or comparison, I guess I should say. It was a meme, something about, you know, when you're young, you'll throw any drug in your body, you'll take LSD or whatever, but people are freaking out about the vaccine. Well, it's a little different. And I hate the intellectual inconsistency in that stupid meme or comparison meme. Because one is inexperienced and uninformed. The other is experienced, researched, informed, and aware of their personal liberty and rights in their body, autonomy.
I'll tell you what else. The studies on the long-term effects of all of those drugs, LSD, ayahuasca, fucking frog, are far more in-depth and extensive than what we know about this fucking vaccine.
Exactly.
Vaccines that no long-term studies exist for. It reminds me so much of thalidomide, right? Thalidomide hit. Doctors are giving it to everybody, giving it to pregnant women. The governments all over the world are singing the praises of this medication. But because there had not been any long-term study done on thalidomide, we didn't know yet that 5, 10, and 15 years later, women who used thalidomide were going to give birth to babies with 2 heads and 3 arms and 7. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So go ahead and forcibly inject your young female child, your young male child with this vaccine when there have been no long-term studies. And, you know, when they end up sterile, maybe they won't sue you.
There's also the whole thing about how COVID doesn't affect the young children very harshly.
Most of them, there are some. Look, if your child has cancer, or Uncle Joe who lives in your house has cancer, yeah, go get your damn shot. Cool. But if you're relatively healthy, don't have underlying conditions. And when I say don't have underlying conditions, I mean really don't have them, not just are unaware of them. Mm-hmm. Because there's a lot of underlying conditions, especially autoimmune conditions, that don't show themselves till later in life. So go get a full body scan, or you don't know. It is what it is. I mean, look, COVID sucks. It's not just the flu. It is horrific. It is. I'm telling you that as somebody who had it. It's horrific. It's shitty and it's scary. But this fear-driven mentality, when we continue to watch the government and the media manipulate the citizens using fear, and you look around and feel like, how the hell is everybody else not seeing this? Because that's what it is. Fear is the great motivator. It's why people do shit. The number one reason people do shit. They're afraid of a consequence. It's fear.
Yeah. Well, I decided a long time ago I'm not going to put any pharmaceuticals into my body that are unnecessary.
Well, I put pharmaceuticals in my body that are unnecessary sometimes. I'm not anti-LSD.
Well,
I'm not anti-MDMA.
I am now, just because I think that after I've ingested it so many times, it started affecting me negatively and it was no longer enjoyable.
I mean, I think everybody is different, and different things are going to affect people differently. But
I mean, like, obviously pharmaceuticals have their place. I'm just saying, if it's not necessary, I'm not taking it. Like, I wouldn't take, painkillers unless I had just had like surgery or, something crazy was going on.
I mean, yeah, you get to decide that for you. I mean, honestly, would I take MDMA without having a medical need for it? Absolutely. Sure. X? Sure. Ketamine? Probably. Like, I'm not going to lie about it. Am I going to get this vaccine? Fuck no.
Why should the cats have all the fun with the ketamine?
Right? Look, I would lick a bufo frog, but I am not getting this vaccine. Just want to be clear.
Same.
Just want to be clear. It's so funny. So I had a shift. I had a new patient on my rotation, and they're in a facility. So I go to the facility, and part of the screening process, right, is they ask a question. Have you had a full vaccination series? And it's yes, no, or prefer not to answer, because it is not required. Medical professionals are the number one demographic that is opting out from receiving this vaccine.
Shocker.
Like, know that. So I prefer not to answer. And this director of nursing is like, wait a minute, because our company also owns this facility. Wait a minute, you work for for our company and you haven't had your shots? And I'm like, no, I haven't. And I'm pretty sure you don't get to talk to me about this. Right? This is not mandatory for this company. It's not mandatory for any healthcare worker anywhere.
So what did she say?
She kept flapping her jaw, and I just walked back out and called my boss and was like, hey, so you want somebody else or you want to call her? And she's like, yeah, I got this. Yeah, it's not required anywhere.
No.
And this whole passport shit.
Oh God, I don't even fuck the passports with a cactus in the ass, like sideways. Seriously.
Bacterial and viral meningitis, right, infects and kills people all across the world every fucking year. A vaccine is available for it. When's the last time you had to show a passport that said you have your meningitis vaccine before you could stay in a hotel? or someplace in close quarters.
Right? Yeah, I actually had this argument with a couple of old friends of mine, and I was like, they're like, I don't understand what the big deal is. And I said, when was the last time you were asked as an adult about your medical history from anyone? Has anyone ever asked you, have you got your flu shot this year? You can't get on the plane if you haven't got your fucking flu shot. No, that's not a thing. And your company doesn't even get to ask.
What if they wouldn't let you on a plane without a current syphilis screen? What if, since something like 70 to 90% of all Americans are herpes positive, what if you had to prove you didn't have it to go to work? And remember, please, that if you've ever had chickenpox, the herpes virus lives in you. So what if you had to prove you didn't have it to go to work?
Well, everybody would be screwed. Fuck, I had the chickenpox.
Only people who were A negative were allowed to go to college. And you had to prove your blood type. And I hear people saying that's not what they're asking us to do. No, it's the exact same thing. And the minute you allow one, you've opened the door for the rest. And anybody who tells you that the slippery fallacy is a fallacy is a fucking idiot. Slippery slope is not a fallacy. It is a fucking reality. Open your eyes. Yeah, no, bullshit. It's all bullshit. And Dre, I'm telling you, if they require them, I have a great business plan.
Fantastic. We'll have to talk about it off air.
Yeah. Because fuck this shit.
Yeah. You're not jabbing me. Sorry, Charlie.
No, look, at the same time, if your old friend from college says, hey, I'm having a dinner party, but I'm only comfortable with people who have had their COVID vaccine attending, and you haven't had yours, this is your friend, and this is private property, and yeah, you need to just not go.
Have fun.
I mean, otherwise, there's some problem. I'm all about defrauding the government, but don't defraud your best friend from college.
You don't want to your house. You're welcome at my house without your vaccine. With or without. Well, whatever.
Yeah, you don't need a mask at my house either.
If you come to my door with a mask on, I won't let you in unless you take it off.
I mean, I might, but it would have to be a sexy fucking mask. If it's a sex thing, maybe. Exchanging medical history isn't the typical first date talk. I mean, no, you don't exchange medical history on the first date unless you're gonna fuck on the first date. Then absolutely exchange medical history.
And you have something you have to disclose. Yeah, like I got a little issue right now.
Right. If you're in the middle of a breakout, if something is burning when you pee, you should probably have that conversation.
Yeah, disclose that, please. Unless you're in California, I mean, you can just infect people with fucking AIDS. You're fine. You can even do it on purpose.
Look, Derek Jeter got sued for transmitting herpes because the argument was he knew he had it and didn't disclose. So although it isn't a crime, he did face civil. Well, I mean, he faced civil. Realistically, most people are carrying that virus. It's not something that's going to kill you. Most people will never even have a symptom of it. I don't know that should be a crime. Something that's curable, probably not. Something that's not going to cause long-term harm, I mean, maybe not. But something that could, that's a whole different deal.
Yeah. And I didn't have it before and I have it now and I didn't want it and you knew you had it and you gave it to me. Yeah, there's gonna be in court or there's gonna be some large monetary exchanges going on.
Well, yeah, that's fraud. Yeah, it's fraud. It's fraud. I mean, so yeah, he settled for an undisclosed, supposedly rumored to be astronomically high amount.
Good. I hope it hurt.
I hope it hurt a lot. Have the fucking conversations. Have adult conversations. Stop being passive aggressive and codependent and just fucking talk to people.
Just don't be icky.
Don't be icky?
Yeah. Like if you got something going on, take care of it. Like take a night off. If you got to take a fucking week off, tough shit. I don't know. Figure out your shit before you involve other people.
Some smells are not normal.
Figure it out before. Yeah.
Doctor. I mean, I don't even fucking know what else to say. This generation, millennials especially, and leading into Gen Z as well, are not fans of condoms.
I don't think that any generation has been a big fan of condoms, honestly.
Well, nobody loves them, but these two generations don't regularly use them.
Boy.
And, you know,
Well,
either, but
what?
The generation before us didn't regularly use them either.
No, and now they're in nursing homes spreading STDs like wildfire.
Yep.
They don't let nobody to wrap it up.
I mean, yeah, they won't use condoms.
Excuse me.
Condoms are the devil. They're maybe not the most fun you've ever had with your clothes off, but they are not the devil. It's not. Use them.
Yep, use them.
And
birth control. Those are for, you know, not exchanging diseases. Use backup birth control for God fucking sake.
Oh yeah, and dental dams. Don't forget dental
dams. God, I'm so happy I'm married right now.
It's bad. It's bad. It's getting bad.
I don't want to talk about.
All right, I don't want
to. We're spinning out here talking about condoms and how I never have to use one.
I don't even know how we got here, but we did. Welcome to our journey.
Cheers to you. All right, let's wrap it up. Check out our merch on Redbubble. If we could get that link up, that'd be great. Or otherwise, we'll put it in the comments below. We don't have any guests scheduled in ink yet, but we've got a couple that we're trying to figure out dates for. Erin, who are you in talks with right now? Are you in talks with a couple people?
I am. One of them is a candidate who shall remain nameless for now.
Okay.
For office. We're talking to a bunch of different people, so we will see. And here's the thing, guys. With the new format, we're not looking to have a guest every time. At some points, we're looking to have you on as guests as well. So make sure you're liking and sharing that page. We're looking for new top fan notifications. We'll start doing some drawings to bring some top fans on. So if you want to come on, please make sure you're liking, sharing, and commenting. It's really important. Go to the YouTube, hit subscribe, like, and share there as well. And we will talk to you in a week.
Yep. See you next week. Bye, guys.